This is the year for setting goals and actually making them happen. And how I am going to do that is by making my first ever vision board. Hi friends, and welcome to Keto with Libby. I am Libby and I am on a journey to health using the ketogenic lifestyle. I have lost about 40 pounds over the last year and 3 months, and I share my journey with you guys. And if that's something you're interested in, please stick around. Is anyone else looking into the cow's eyes? Because I am, so we need to move a little bit. Okay, that's better. So my first goal is kind of about weight loss, but I'll talk about this a little bit later just because I don't really have a number. I put 10 to 15 pounds on it, but we'll see as the year goes on. I am incorporating more exercising specifically for my hips and my core, and some yoga because my son and I really enjoy to do yoga together, focusing on healthy keto and intermittent fasting, improving emotional eating, and working on my mental health. There are other goals that I will go over as well, but that's just what I had written down. I have seen so many people do vision boards for years and years and years, and I've never ever done one. And I wasn't quite sure why people would do them. And, you know, it kind of makes sense to me now. And I think it took me a while to understand what a vision board's true purpose was. So over the last probably year and a half, I have been really like working on my mindset and things like that, and also just kind of speaking things into existence and like manifestation, and really just working on improving my quality of life through the way that I think and talk. And I really do think that is kind of what vision boards are for, honestly. And for me, if it is out of sight, it is completely out of my mind. I won't think about it. I just, yeah, if I'm not faced with it every day or at least a few times a week, it just goes out of my mind completely. And I really have some goals that I really want to focus on this year and actually work towards, and not just say I'm gonna do it and then I don't do it. Okay, first things first, let's start with more of like the keto goals. So one of my goals for this year is to eat healthier. And when I say eat healthier, I mean eat more of like healthy keto. If you followed me for this journey, you know, like the last 3 months now, I have not been eating a healthy keto lifestyle. I have just been doing kind of what works best for me. I've maintained the weight loss. I've gained a little bit. We'll talk about that in the next video. Anyways, I've maintained, you know, eating keto, but I just need to get back to focusing on the basics and what works for me. So these first pictures are all about healthy eating on keto, and they just looked absolutely freaking delicious. I'll show you before I put them on. Like, who doesn't love coffee? Come on. I love coffee. I mean, I know a lot of people who don't love coffee. I understand. I get it. I don't judge you. I love you. But I love coffee. The next one, I am not the nicest person to myself. I know that a lot of people struggle with this, you know, negative self-talk. That is one thing I really want to work on this year, is speaking positive words to myself, because the way that we talk to ourselves matters. I actually had a picture that said that, but then it cut off half of it, so I have these. But these 3 are about self-love and just being more nice to ourselves, because we are such jerks to ourselves. So this one, I really felt so good in this picture. I was really at a spot in my journey where I felt like I was absolutely killing it, and yeah, so I just needed this picture as a reminder that can happen again. I haven't felt that good since that picture, and I don't quite remember when that picture was. It was sometime in 2021, but this one's difficult for me, like, just to say that to myself, because I have obviously struggled with body image my entire life. I have never loved the way I look. This one says, my body is getting stronger and healthier every day. That is kind of working on speaking things into existence, like in the present tense. Another thing I'm working on. All right, these next two are books. I have really been wanting to read more books. I have 3, well, this is a recipe. I've read The Case for Keto. I have not read Why We Get Fat. I'm working on a book right now. It's called Eat Like a Human, and I've been reading that since January 1st, so go me. But I really want to focus more on reading books that fill my cup. I love learning about keto, but I also love learning and reading like fantasies and stuff like that. So if you have any good books that you like, please drop them in the comments down below. I talked about earlier doing more exercising and just specifically some yoga. I really want to work more on in-home yoga, working on some core and things like that. And then also, I love nature. You guys know that I get most of my exercise out in nature and being one with the world. That's where I feel my absolute best, so we got that in there. This one, I really enjoy the whole vibe of it, and it just kind of shows actually like the progression that I made. So in 2020 is when I decided to start keto and actually stick to keto and actually start this YouTube channel. 2021 is when I really worked on myself and started growing and seeing who I am as a person. And 2022 is just a year for me to absolutely crush it and continue doing that. I just thought that this was absolutely beautiful and really spoke to me and my journey. The next one's no. So I said I want to go on like vacations and things like that. Well, here's my beautiful pictures of where I am trying to manifest to go this year or remember to try to go this year. So I love South Dakota and cabins and camping and being outside, and I really want to go this year. I really, really, really want to go. So this one kind of is geared more towards like long-term home. So I have 3 horses with my sister, and I would love for them to be in my backyard one day. So that is just me manifesting this very cute little ranch style home on a lot of beautiful land for my horses right in my backyard. I want that to happen so, so, so bad. This is just more of those camping. I want to be under the stars all the time in that beautiful moonlit setting. There's a theme here, guys. I love mountains. I want to go to the mountains this year. We're just gonna keep going with the mountains. And then this is kind of a barn by the mountains because I think it would be super cool to live at like the foothills of a mountain and have a lot of land. Dreams, 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 dreams. These next 2 are super important to me because this year I really, really want to work on my mental health. I noticed over the last year or so that I need to kind of get to the root of the reason why I became overweight, why my relationship with food is the way it is. And it is more of a mental thing than a physical thing. So these 2 are completely about mental health. This one says mental health matters, because it does. It plays such a huge role in our lives, in our everyday, how we act, how we treat ourselves, how we treat others. And then also remember that your mental health is a priority, your inner peace is essential, and your self-care is a necessity. Really prioritizing that this year, because I feel like last year I did an okay job of it, but not amazing. And honestly, like trying to get into therapy this year, I know that can be kind of a taboo topic, but I think that especially in order to succeed on any like weight loss journey or health journey, I think that mental health needs to be a priority as well. So those 2 are very important to me this year. So I talk about this a lot, especially when we are stuck and fighting our own selves. Remember why you started. Go back to your why. Whenever I get stuck on keto or I have a stall, I always encourage people to go back to their why. Why in the world did you start? and it has to be more than the weight loss. The weight loss is not, it's not enough. And honestly, like, a lot of people don't quite understand when I say that, but it really truly isn't. There's going to be other things in life that, like, the weight loss is going to stop. Why are you doing it? Are you preventing type 2 diabetes like I am? Do you have other health issues that you're preventing? So that one just speaks true to me, and kind of what I preach on my channel is why you started. Go back to your why. Finding your why is also very important. I'm gonna rearrange this, and then we're gonna pin it down, and I will show you the final result. Look at how cute it is. Oh, I love it so much. So vision boards are fantastic and amazing, but you can't just make a vision board and be like, everything's gonna happen. I'm gonna eat healthy all year. I'm gonna make all the money I want this year. Everything's coming true just because I put it on a board. You have to have aligned work with your vision board. You have to see your goals and work towards them. I made this vision board because I am a visual learner. I am somebody who is very, very visual. If it is out of my sight, it is completely out of my mind. This puts everything that I want to do straight in my face. So, thank you guys so much for watching today. I am obsessed with this. I am dead serious. I have never loved something that I created more. It's my favorite. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited to come into this office and get to look at this and really just remember why I'm doing what I am doing. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope that you start your own vision board because it was totally worth it. It was fairly inexpensive. The pictures were $11, the board was $15, and the tacks were about $5. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.